right, next Super Chat, which leads us right into our last topic, previewing Game 5 tonight between the Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jalen Vera says, we talked about the Cavs being more physical on defense. Why is Keon Ellis not playing more? He's a menace on defense. We haven't seen Ellis a lot, but he could be, in theory, one of the X factors tonight.
You can't play Ellis and Dean Wade. You can't have 2 zeros on offense.
My theory is different. I think that Dennis Schroeder has come along to playing so much more. I mean, he's got to play 20, 22 minutes.
Right.
And I think that's kind of squeezed it down. You know, Ellis played when he played in Game 1, and then he played the game that Merrill missed. But other than that, he's just been passed.
Right, he played pretty well in that one game.
He hit a 3 or 2 threes or something.
I think Cade's a little too big for Ellis to really guard him more than in spurts. So I think it's Dean's job.
Yeah.
And then Strus comes in and takes it, and they kind of split it otherwise. I think he's just kind of been phased out. I think if they get to the next round and there's a matchup, I don't think anybody's super down on Keon Ellis. I mean, he hasn't made shots. He hasn't. But I think it's just the ebb and flow here. Dean Wade's job is to guard Cade Cunningham 94 feet. He's done a pretty good job.
I mean,
do you know what Keon Ellis is going to have an impact? I'm being dead serious.
Defending Jalen Brunson, maybe?
Yes. Like, that is the kind of guy that he is very, very, very well equipped to handle his length. Because he's only Keon's 6'4" and weighs maybe 185 pounds. Like, he's a frail guy. Now, he's strong.
Right.
But Cade's 6'7", 6'8", and huge. Like, it's a matchup that does not suit what Keon does.
Right.
Toronto is the same way.
Right.
Long, big wings, physical. That's not what Keon's really good at. Keon's really good at navigating screens. He's really good at staying in front of guys on the perimeter. His help defense, sometimes he gets lost. Sometimes he has instincts that lead to steals. These first 2 rounds have been bad matchups. But if they make it past Detroit and play the Knicks, Keon Ellis has a role in the Cavs rotation. I'll die on that hill.
He's going to die on that hill, fellas.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see him. Let's see it happen. Right. Let's see them come out and not get buried.
Right.
I do think it'll be a low-scoring game tonight.
Yeah.
I do think the Pistons will give them best shot in the first quarter, but I just think that the Pistons' offense is so limited when they're not getting wide open looks. And I don't think Karis LeVert can. This is maybe a different conversation. I'm jumping around here. I don't think Karis LeVert can replicate that.
Right.
But I think when the Pistons have their starting 5, it's just really hard because Duren and Thompson are not helping them. Offensively. So the Cavs are doing a great job of not letting Cunningham go nuts. Yeah. And they did a great job in 2 games of not letting Duncan Robinson go nuts. And Tobias Harris has been good, really good, but Mobley's neutralized him.
Cunningham's held under 25 points tonight. You going to give Dean Wade some credit?
How much credit does Dean Wade get for the last 2 games on Cunningham?
A good bit. He's been really, really good against him.
But he's not defending him all the time.
He's been the primary defender on Cunningham for the minutes he's in the game.
I've never said he's not playing good defense. I'm just saying you got to shoot the ball. You're an NBA player. You gotta shoot a couple of shots, doesn't he?
I mean, Detroit has a guy in Asar Thompson who does the same thing. Doesn't shoot.
But isn't he a lot better than Dean Wade defensively?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But like, Asar's of the elite, and Dean's a very good NBA defender.
I know, but can you keep playing a guy who's a very good defender who does nothing else?
If it offsets their best player, then I think absolutely.
All right, we'll see. What's the score prediction for tonight, Mike?
I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
I agree, Mike. I think it's in the 90s.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give a 99-92 win for Cleveland.
Zach?
98-97, Cavaliers.
Ooh. How do they win by 1 on a buzzer beater? Or
Donovan Mitchell from Auburn Hills.
That's going to be a sweaty palms finish. I'm going to say 97 Cavaliers, 92 Pistons.
All right. I'm going to be the contrarian here. I hope you guys are right.
Cavs will have a 3-point lead with about 10 seconds to go in the game. Pistons will miss a 3. They'll foul the Cavs. They'll make their free throws in the game. Win by 5.
Pretty specific. All right.
What's your score?
I got 101-94 Pistons.
And your X factor, one player, or one thing to watch. Your X factor tonight, though.
Turnovers. That's it. Turnovers is the X factor. That will determine the game.
Free throws.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Free throws.
Zach.
How many points do the Pistons get from their other guys? I think Harris and Cunningham are going to score. I think it's continuing to limit those other guys.
And I'm going to go Duncan Robinson as the X factor.
Yeah.
The games Duncan's gone off.
He was great in those first 2 games.
They have a chance to win. The games the Cavs have contained Duncan. He's their only legitimate 3-point threat from beyond the arc who runs around and uses that kind of gravity. If the Cavs can contain him, I like their chances.
No Karis LeVert big shots tonight. He actually played a role in game 2.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
can't
good
wait
player.
for the game. I'm excited to watch the game
I'm excited.
tonight.
Karis LeVert had 24 points in Game 4.
Yeah.
He had 17 points in the Pistons' first 10 playoff games.
All right.
Right, that's a wild
Mike, you're
number.
not on live after the game tonight.
I am live tonight after the game.
We'll see. No. Mike will be live after the game. I will also be live after the game. So, you probably should go with Mike if I'm being totally honest. But I would appreciate it if you watched me instead, or watch, both of us. So you can
Put us both
go
up.
back and forth.
You should click on
It's
Bulls,
archived.
hit
You
mute.
can go back and watch both.
That's right, exactly. And then, of course, Dustin and I will be on tomorrow morning on the podcast, and then I'll be on the show tomorrow with
G. Bush and third person to be named.
third person TBD. All right, 60-second trivia, Mike. A little early.
Before we
but-
do 60 seconds.
Oh, yeah, Ohio